Hey everybody, it's Thursday, August 12th. It's the evening. Coming to you kind of late today, but at this point you've probably figured out that I'm getting these out to you whenever I can. But I really wanted to set aside some time today to come to you and remind you of some things going on this weekend, some important information, especially for our worship service on Sunday. Before I get to that, you know, we've been walking through the book of Ephesians. We're kind of still in chapter 4 for Sunday, going into a little bit of chapter 5. And stuff gets really real this week. It gets really real. And you need to prepare yourself for what we're going to talk about. And if you've already been reading, awesome, read it again. If you haven't been following along with us, it's okay. Check out chapter 4 of Ephesians, especially the second half, beginning in verse 17. Paul starts writing about the things we need to do as Christians, the things that we need not do in some cases. And it's a hard pill to swallow for some of us. And I'm going to put myself in that same pool. Some of this is hard for me to swallow. He's talking about taking off the old self and putting on the new. And I'll just read a little bit here for you. Starting in verse 22, he says, "You were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your minds, and to put on the new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness." Brothers and sisters, you maybe have this figured out. And I have a feeling that some of you maybe think that you do. Some of you admit that you don't. I don't know. But in thinking about this scripture this week, here's my assignment for you. I want you to think about the different hats that you wear. What do you do? What makes you who you are? Okay? And that list can be really long. I think about the hat that you wear in your career, in your professional life. Okay, what do you do Monday morning? What kind of hat do you wear? What do you do at work? What's your responsibilities? Okay? And then come Friday, when you go out after work on a Friday night with your coworkers perhaps, do you wear a different hat there? Do you seek acceptance from them in a different way on a Friday night? How about with your family? You know, do you wear a certain hat with your family? Now, you have certain responsibilities, I know, but sometimes we feel like we have to act a certain way around our family, but we wouldn't act that way on a Friday night because it wouldn't be acceptable to our coworkers. Or perhaps Saturday night, we go out with our friends, and our social life, we wear a different hat. We wear a different wardrobe to be accepted by our peers. I used to talk about this all the time when I was teaching middle school, that we so often will change our attitudes. We will conform to the things that we are dealing with at that time, the people that we're around. We want to be accepted and stuff. Paul is being really raw and real in his advice in chapter 4. And one must be very willing and open and honest to take this advice. Take a look at it and see how you might be able to apply it to your life. And then come and join us on Sunday and see what we glean from this scripture. Here's the thing. When we take a look at scripture and we apply it to our life, it's easy in the moment, isn't it? It's so easy in the moment to say, "Yep, that's what I'm going to make some changes, and man, I'm gonna really try harder and stuff." And then real life hits, and it can be difficult. But Paul's encouragement in chapter 4 is very impactful. And so please take some time to check out chapter 4. If you're willing to come and worship with us on Sunday, don't come to church. we're going to be worshiping in the park at the North Park in Casson, Veterans Memorial Park, at 9 a.m. Sunday morning in the East Shelter. We would love for you to join us. Bring a chair, bring a friend. In about a month, on September 19th, we're a part of something called Back to Church Sunday. And it's an encouragement to get people back in church. It's an encouragement to invite your neighbor, or to reach out to a friend who may be lost, or a coworker who's been looking for a church, or just somebody who just needs to get back into church. And so we want to invite you to join us that day too, September 19th. That's also our rally day, but just something to start thinking about. But you don't have to wait till that day to invite somebody to church. I encourage you to invite them this Sunday. So again, Sunday, 9 a.m., Casson Festival in the park, church in the park, Veterans Memorial. Hope to see you then. But in the meantime, be encouraged by the word. It's so good. Love you. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.